Hi, this is Dagmar Oktavtsova, and I'm just looking at making sure I am live here today. I think so. Here we go. Um, Again, Dagmar Oktavtsova, the spiritual healer, teacher, author, and speaker with Soul Matters, always talking about all the matters of the soul. And today I want to talk to you about my intuitive insights into current events with COVID-19, what's happening, why it's happening, and all that good jazz. So I want to say that this morning I, had this epiphany that basically all that the masses right now being forced to with the COVID-19, I've basically done for years now. Okay. And it's been very fascinating when I looked at the different things I've been doing for many years now, and we're actually being forced to do that on a mass scale. Coincidence? Well, I don't think so. For example, one of the items is isolating. Isolating myself. I've been doing that for years. I'm not going to go into the reasons. Primarily, it's been my health, but also what it forced me to do is go inward and reconnect with my spiritual self. And all that it's happening really with the COVID-19 virus is about the ascension process. Okay, and for those of you who don't know what ascension is, I'm going to go briefly into it before I go into all the different steps that I've been doing that we're actually on mass scale now being forced to do. But what the ascension process is basically we've been living in the third dimension for eons. And that particular dimension has been all based on learning by pain, basically, through our pain. And it's a very low vibrational dimension. And so we are all done with that globally as human species, as spiritual beings. We've kind of learned our lessons in the third dimension. The whole duality, the separation, the learning based on pain and all that good jazz. And we're trying to move into actually the higher dimensions, the fifth dimension, which is much higher in vibration. And in the high vibration, there we can live actually much more of a love-based existence rather than a fear-based existence. What does that mean exactly? Well, if you're not trembling in your shoes with fear, it doesn't mean that you're not fear-based, okay? What actually fear-based means, so to speak, is that you probably have pain bodies, which Eckhart Tolle referred to. I'm calling it unresolved pain experiences in your space, in your vibration, which are basically experiences where you've suffered pain, whether emotional, mental, or physical, and you haven't fully digested it. Okay, so it became this unresolved piece of business hanging out with you on your soul. And that, by the way, is actually also carried from one life to another. So we are actually, when we, through the process of dying and rebirthing, we actually bring that experience with us, bring those pain bodies with us. And thus I've done lots of, for example, past life type healings with people, okay, over the years. So as we're carrying this unresolved pain with us, it's actually keeping us in the low vibrations. And so, we are fear-based because every time we connect with that particular pain, through some kind of a trigger, we're riding the emotional a wave of that fear, that pain. And so therefore we live from a base of fear. Okay. And so, as long as you have these unresolved pain experiences in your vibration, you're basically living a fear-based life because anytime there's a chance, even if you're higher up on the vibration or totem scale, there's a chance that something will connect you with your unresolved pain. And when it does, you're riding your fear. Okay. So in the fifth dimension, as you climb up higher into the dimensions and live from a love-based existence, what that means is you no longer have this unresolved pain to basically trigger into, to basically trigger that fear within you. And so that you can remain up in your power, connected with your higher self, coming from your power, your love, and so forth. And that's called a love-based existence. And it doesn't happen overnight. This is something that we gradually graduate into, and into the high vibrations as we heal and offload all this unresolved pain stuff, the pain bodies, as Eckhart Tolle talked about it. And therefore, it becomes very critical for us to actually do healing in this whole ascension process. That's why there's so many healers waking up all over the place, okay, to help you actually heal. Now, not everybody understands how to actually heal properly these unresolved pain bodies, but nonetheless, that's the whole idea. So that's what the ascension process is about, for us to actually move into these high vibrations. So on our planet, what's been happening since about 2003 is vibrations have been actually increasing steadily on our planet. So we are actually vibrating faster. That's why you probably might have felt that things are, or time is flying faster, okay? There's a lot of things that we're doing faster. We actually are able to manifest much faster. And is it a coincidence that this new virus, the COVID-19, is able to spread faster if we're vibrating faster? I don't think so. I think it's all part of it, right? But what's also happening faster is our ability to manifest. So we can manifest positive things much faster. We can think it happens as long as we don't have any blockages, okay? But what about if we have unresolved issues in our vibration, like, for example, pain, and we connect with our fear, and then we voice our fear, and we connect somebody else with their fear, and now all of a sudden we have a fear pandemic that spreads much faster as a result of our ability to manifest faster, because we are vibrating faster on the planet. Because have you seen such a pandemic of fear before in terms of any kind of virus? So these are interesting times. And what's interesting to me is how much I have actually done and still am doing. All these things that all of a sudden we're on a mass scale forced to do with the COVID-19 virus. Like, for example, isolation, okay? I've been isolating myself now for years. And it's helped me to go inward. It's helped me to connect with my higher self, with my spiritual self. This is also a goal of the whole ascension process, okay? And so what are we forced to do now in masses? To go inward, to close off ourselves, and to basically deal with ourselves instead of being out there and doing things outward from us, right? So isolation. The other thing is, healing. I've done so much healing on myself in the last 15 years. And you know what? I'm grateful that I got an early start, because I'm an old soul. So I had a lot of stuff accumulated. So I was able to heal a lot of stuff so I can be kind of ahead of the curve, so I can actually be in a position of helping you, because, it's hard to help someone when you're buried under your own fear and your own pain, and you're reacting to things rather than being in your powerful self. All right. And so I'm grateful for my early start on that. Right. So healing has to become a priority, and it has to become a priority in this COVID-19 pandemic or fear pandemic, because this is how we're going to get out of it. Okay. By healing ourselves, offloading or healing the unresolved pain in our space. Right. And that acts like sacks of potatoes. They actually have weight on our soul. That's why every time I do a healing with somebody, they tell me that they feel lighter afterwards, because it's like letting go of a sack of potatoes every time you heal some unresolved pain in your space, right? So as we heal our unresolved pain, including the stuff in our past lifetimes, we're then able to actually rise on the vibrational tone scale permanently. Not just temporarily and then get pulled down again by something, but we can rise permanently into where, if you look at the vibrational tone scale, I don't have it here with me today, but, love is basically up at the top at like a scale of 500, where fear is down at the bottom at a scale of 100. So, we need to rise up the vibration tone scale. Healing is incredibly critical for that. And you know what's so interesting about rising up the tone scale is that up in the higher vibrations, viruses don't exist. Viruses get killed with the higher frequencies. And the proof is things like the harmonic egg, which is one of my associates, a gal that did a recent video with me on COVID-19 alternatives, which you can check out on my YouTube channel. If you look me up under my name, Dagmar Oktaptsova, you can probably find my YouTube channel. And, so there's proof that the higher frequencies will kill a virus. Okay, they don't live in the higher frequencies. So the higher we climb on the vibrational tone scale, the less likely you're to even catch a virus. Okay, so it's very critical. So the other thing I've been doing that the masses are forced now to do is to really take charge of my own health. Okay, take my health into my own hands. In other words, don't rely on the doctor's own Western medicine. And you know what I found? It's been interesting. I've been able to heal stuff that I would have probably never been able to heal in the Western medicine structure. Okay. And I'm not trying to poo on Western medicine doctors and so forth, but we're moving out of all that, trusting our authority and our powerful selves to someone else. We're actually moving into trusting our higher self, because, your higher self is your highest guidance system. It's your best navigator. Okay. Your higher self knows you best. Your higher self knows the future, present, and past. It knows you the best. It knows how to navigate you. It knows how to navigate even your healing. Okay. And, yes, sometimes we need external help, but mostly if we can, allow our higher guidance system to guide us through the maze, because right now the times are so uncertain that we can use all the guidance we can get. And if you are following your higher self guidance and trusting that, that's your best guidance system. Okay. So that's one thing that I've been also doing, is learning to follow my own higher guidance self. Okay. The other thing, and also taking my health into my own hands. Now, look at what's happening right now with the Western medicine. All the hospitals are overwhelmed. The doctors are overwhelmed. They don't have enough equipment. They don't even know what to do. They don't have any cures. Probably won't have any cures. Okay, but if you go into the alternative health arena, there's a lot of different things you can do to overcome the virus. Okay, but see, the whole concept is that your spirit is so much more powerful. Your spirit can overcome anything, right? Your spirit can figure out this coronavirus. Okay, if you allow it. And so, and if you actually invest in yourself and learn how to heal, or do a healing with myself, for example, let me help you, and rise you in high vibrations, you won't even have a chance to catch that damn thing, okay? Catch the virus. So there you go. So taking your own health in your own hands, allowing your higher self to guide you. Now, what else have I been doing that's very similar to what's happening right now on a mass scale, right? Going into business for yourself. If you've been laid off, if you've been let go from your job, this is a great opportunity to do that. In the high vibrations, what's going to be happening, or what we're moving toward, the sense I get, is that we are to live in full expression of our own truth, which we can't do if you're working for somebody else's dream. Okay? The way you live into your own truth is to work for yourself and express through your work who you are in the fullest capacity, right? And so many of us are also afraid of doing that. How many of us have been hurt when standing in our own truth, especially in past lifetimes, for example, right? But that's the trend right now. So when you get laid off by your job, this is a great opportunity for you to get in your own business, take charge of your own money and time, right? And be able to get into the position of being able to fully express who you are, right? And look at aligning yourself with your soul purpose, and aligning with your divine gifts, and what really makes up who you actually are. There is no person like you. You are unique to you. And how can you best express that unique yourself, right? Than to actually go out there and do the kind of work that is unique to you and who you are, right? And that's what's happening right now on a massive scale, because we're now forced, to possibly go into work for ourselves. Now, here's the thing. How long is this coronavirus thing going to last? Well, you know what? I believe that it's going to depend on us, how fast we can change on the massive scale to actually move into the higher dimensions of all the different things that I just mentioned, right? Healing ourselves, moving higher vibration, moving into working for ourselves, into full expression of our truth, and so forth, right? How fast can we do that? And I think that this is a life-changing pandemic that is, we're not going to go back to normal life anymore, what we know as normal. I certainly over the years have not. Okay. I have yet to define normal for myself in terms of life. What else have I been doing? This whole thing about going online. For the last few years, I've been urged by spirit and through my circumstances to really try to figure out how to do business online. Now, I'm talking more of the marketing aspect of it because I can actually do my business online, which requires healing. And, I can do that via video conferencing. Okay, I can do that via phone. I can do it nationally. I can do it internationally because the way I do healings is through your subconscious mind by communicating with you. All right, I don't have to touch you. None of that. You don't have to be in close proximity with me. I can do healings just like that. Okay. And so a lot of us are now looking for ways to earn money online. Well, now they're saying that perhaps, this whole Corona thing might last up to 18 or 24 months. I've heard, well, I don't know. It could, right? Again, I think it depends on us. But is it going to force you to go online and do something? Absolutely. Now, if you've been hesitating and you've been procrastinating and doing really what gives you pleasure and joy because you're too afraid, you're talking to the right person right here because I specialize in actually helping you heal whatever those fears are so that you can move into your truth, so that you can stand in your truth and express your truth. And the other thing that I've been doing over the years is Spirit has actually over the last couple of years has urged me to teach quantum healing. I package the whole thing of what I know how to do with people in terms of healing the unresolved pain, helping you rise in vibration, getting you into better health, better finances, and so forth, becoming whole, recollecting all those soul pieces you lost all over the place, all the pieces you split away from yourself throughout all the different past lifetimes and this lifetime, to help you recollect that and become whole again. All that I term under this big umbrella of quantum healing that I teach now how to do that. And so Spirit has prepared me basically to have these two packages now, one called Heal the Healer, because I do understand that you as a healer or want to be a healer, you need to work on yourself just as much as everybody else does, okay? In order to basically be able to stand in your truth, be able to help other people and rise in your own vibration and so forth and so forth. The other aspects is I have a training program to train you actually in how to do quantum healing, how to do what I know how to do to help people in this whole ascension process. And so here I am. I'm totally prepared for what has happened here, okay? So I'm looking for people who really want to jump on board with me. If you are a healer or have an aptitude toward healing or want to do something that is online, want to do something to help people, want to really learn how the soul works and how you can actually, help people achieve huge shifts and help them rise in their vibration. And I'm talking shifts in relationship issues, health issues, and money issues, personal development and all that good jazz. If you want to do that, if you have an aptitude toward that, but you don't know exactly how to do that, all right, except for being a cheerleader out there, I can teach you quantum healing. Okay, I'm prepared to do that. Also, I help you prime your vibration for success. So I am looking for people who are ready to jump on the train, so to speak, with me, and basically help the planet to rise in the ascension, which we're here to do as healers, right? So I want to also mention that, the train has left. It's taken off. And, where are you? Are you going to jump on board or stay behind? Or what are you going to do? All right, because here it is. And there's three types of people. There are people who make things happen, there are people who watch things happen, and then there are those that wonder what the fuck happened. Okay. Now, which category do you fit in? And so I'm also here to say that, years ago, I've read things, where psychics have predicted with this ascension process that a lot of people will leave the planet at some point, as we go into higher vibrations. And by leaving the planet, I'm talking about death. And for those of you who are freaked out by death, don't be. Death is nothing but physical, bodily death. The soul doesn't die, but our body does. And, we can go on to do other things as a soul. But there's been prediction made years ago that during this ascension process, that people will basically a lot of people will leave the planet. And I do believe the COVID-19 virus is an opportunity for those people to do that. Okay. And know that those people who die during the COVID-19 virus or otherwise, they have chosen to do that. Okay. Also, those people who don't die, who are choosing to stay here, it isn't the COVID-19 is an opportunity right now for those people, for you, to rise in your vibration, to be able to get to the point of living a love-based existence, to be able to help other people, to learn things like quantum healing, to be able to live an expression of your full truth, to be able to follow in your divine destiny right now, to connect with your higher self and follow your inner guidance system. This is an opportunity for you to do that. This is an opportunity for you to maybe create a business online and help people out of the comfort of your home, because I can teach you how to do quantum healing. And it's an opportunity for you to align with your soul purpose and embrace your divine gifts if you understand the importance of working on yourself and healing your own unresolved pain, so that you can do that and remove those blocks from the past lifetimes that are preventing you from doing that right now. And I have a special program for that. Also, it's called Heal the Healer. And I also have a program called Train the Healer. And if you want to do the Train the Healer quantum healing, you have to also do the Heal the Healer, but you can only do the Heal the Healer if you want to do only that and not do the Train the Healer. So I hope that wasn't too confusing, but I just wanted to give you some of these insights about the whole COVID-19 virus. Is it a coincidence that I've been doing all this stuff for years now, that I've been preparing and not knowing that there's going to be some pandemic of COVID-19 happening? But I've been doing all those things that are happening now on a massive scale for everyone. Is it a coincidence? I don't think so. Is the COVID-19 a coincidence? I don't think so. I think it's all for our highest good to move into the higher dimensions. And I hope you get on board with that. I hope you get on the train. And if you wish to work with me, please do PM me or connect with me through my website. It's thespiritualhealer.info. And I will also leave a link below the video as to, I have a video on quantum healing itself that you can check out and really learn more about it. And if you want to talk to me more about the training programs and the Heal the Healer program, feel free to schedule a video session with me, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it. So I hope this all made sense to you. I hope I enlightened some of you, and I hope you're feeling lighter as a result of it, that it makes more sense as to where everything is going on a spiritual level. I know for me, it's always much better when I understand things like that. And it's much easier than when we're sort of left in the dark and all this stuff is happening to us. So I hope it's had that enlightening effect on you. And I will see you guys around. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.